Hello everyone, I hope you are all well. Today we're going to continue the story called The Son of Goku is the New Demon King, and this is episode 13. After Vados revealed her love for Goku, now the two will have a child with Chi-Chi's permission, but nobody knows that this child will be the new king of the demons, and the greatest chaos the world has ever seen. But meanwhile, the training of Goku against Kefla continues in Universe 6, and you will see this whole story now, so I ask you to leave as many likes and comments as you can, so that I can continue to bring the continuation of the story. That done? Grab your popcorn and soda and let's see this incredible story. In the 6th universe. Currently on the planet of the gods of destruction of the 6th universe, it was possible to see Son Goku and Kefla fully recovered after both had eaten the seeds of the gods. Both Kefla and Goku were in their base form and looked at each other so far. But it didn't take long as both advanced towards each other, and soon a battle between the two Saiyans was started. Goku and Kefla engaged in a close-range combat, one that Kefla was apparently winning as the fusion was stronger than Goku in his base form. Because she was winning the battle, Kefla became more confident, and at that moment she ended up leaving a gap, and taking advantage of this gap, Goku managed to hit a hook into Kefla's abdomen and then punched her in the face, causing her to be thrown a few meters away. And to finish, Goku prepared a Kamehameha and teleported to Kefla's back and then fired his point-blank attack on Kefla's back. But Kefla ended up sinking her feet into the ground and then turned her body and punched Goku's Kamehameha, causing the attack to be thrown away, and then Kefla hit her back to remove the dust and to remove some of the smoke that had been formed when Goku's attack hit her in the back. Kefla, after recovering from Goku's Kamehameha, advances against the Saiyan, who was already ready to defend himself, and Kefla, when approaching, tries to hit Goku with a punch. But the Saiyan, with impressive mastery, grabbed Kefla's arm and threw her over the top of his shoulder, and then pulled her with everything to the ground, making the fusion hit her back. But Kefla didn't let it go unnoticed, because while the Saiyan was still holding Kefla's arm, she created a sphere of ki in his hand and fired at the face of the Saiyan, who ended up being injured, at that moment making him let go of Kefla's arm and walk away from her. After moving away from Kefla, the Saiyan wiped his face where he had been attacked by Kefla, and then Goku transformed into Super Saiyan 2 and advanced against Kefla, who had already gotten up, and seeing that the Saiyan was coming towards him, the fusion did the same thing and headed towards Goku. Once again, the Saiyans ended up clashing their fists and creating a small shockwave. Goku was winning the battle because he was stronger than Kefla. The Saiyan had turned into Super Saiyan 2 and Kefla was still in her base form, but she was still managing to fight Goku. Goku, taking advantage of his high speed, rained punches against Kefla, who was no longer able to keep up with the Saiyan, and then Goku managed to unbalance Kefla by kicking her leg, which made her lose her balance. Then Goku gave several blows at Kefla, and as a little revenge, Goku made a sphere of ki in his hand and shot at Kefla, but the attack ended up hitting her face, making her give a small moan of pain. Goku, seeing that Kefla was still a little unbalanced and with a little anger for having received a ki attack in his face, the Saiyan once again advanced against Kefla and started to throw some punches at her that she only defended herself, until Kefla transformed into Super Saiyan, making Goku move away a little and put his hand in front of his eyes so that the dust he had raised would not fall on them. Kefla, seeing that Goku was with his guard down, advanced towards him and hit him very hard in the abdomen, making him spit a good amount of saliva. Then the Saiyan went flying due to a spinning kick given by Kefla. Because of the strength of Kefla's kick, Goku ended up falling into the lake on the planet of the god of destruction, making a lot of water come out. Kefla, not wanting to give Goku time to recover, began to fly at high speed into the lake. But in the next second, Kefla was flying and ended up crashing against a rock that was near the lake. Then the fusion looked at the lake and saw Son Goku come out of there in his Super Saiyan God form. Kefla quickly recovered and looked at Goku, but he was no longer above the lake, but in front of her. So Goku punched Kefla in the abdomen and then a hook, making the fusion take his feet off the ground, and Goku, still with feet on the ground, pointed his hand at Kefla and fired several spheres of ki that ended up forming a smokescreen that, when dissipated, reveals Kefla in her Super Saiyan form 2. Goku started flying towards Kefla, who, unlike the other times, did not advance by retreating, flying to the small planets near the planet of the god of destruction, and Goku, seeing that, just followed Kefla. Upon getting close to the planets, Goku stopped feeling Kefla's energy, but right after that, the Saiyan was shocked to see one of the planets coming towards him, and because they were too close, the Saiyan had to hold the planet. Kefla said congratulations on holding the first one, but what are you going to do about the second one? Said the fusion, while lifting and throwing a planet that was bigger than the ones Goku was holding, and seeing that, Goku was very surprised with Kefla's strategy. Goku, because of the weight of the first planet, was not able to dodge the second and could only hold the weight of the second planet, and because of that, Goku transformed into Super Saiyan Blue in order to support both planets. Goku said, "Was that all that you had for me, Kefla?" said the Saiyan while looking at Kefla, who was flying high, and hearing the Saiyan's speech, she just smiled and went even higher. Goku, seeing the situation, wondered why she had done that until he felt something coming towards him at high speed, and looking up, Goku saw both planets being destroyed by something, and above Goku, Kefla was already using her new techniques and his body was full of veins and pink lines. The fusion had appeared after crossing the two planets and punched Goku, throwing him away, while the planets that were above were being destroyed, leaving several falling debris. Goku quickly composed himself, and around him were several pieces of debris from the two planets that were destroyed by Kefla, who took advantage of the falling pieces of debris and support and began to attack Goku from all sides possible. Goku at that moment was already powerless because his movements were restricted, and no matter where he looked, he could only see Kefla, who due to her extreme speed was leaving behind images, and this only increased because every time Kefla leaned on the wreckage of the two planets that were around the planet of the God of Destruction, and if it launched, it became even faster, thus preventing Goku from being able to defend himself or dodge his blows. Goku thought, it looks like I'll have to use that power. I wasn't wanting to, and in reality, I don't even need to use it, but she needs to see my level of power so that she can strive to overcome me. They need someone to mirror and use with the objective of overcoming that person, thought the Saiyan while receiving Kefla's attacks. The Saiyan just gave a smile before returning to his base form. Goku had returned to his base form, which left Kefla confused, but in a few seconds the expression of confusion on his face was replaced by fear when he saw a huge pillar of white energy rise to the sky, and after a few seconds the pillar disappeared, and in the place where he was there was only Goku, who was now utilizing the full power of Superior Instinct. Goku, now using the power of Superior Instinct, simply swung his arm, and all the debris that was around him was destroyed by a strong wind pressure, something that made Kefla scared because Goku had just swung his arm and had already done all that. Even so, Kefla ignored her fear and advanced towards Goku and landed a punch on the Saiyan, but Goku didn't even feel Kefla's punch. The fusion felt like punching a steel wall, but Goku didn't leave it at that and landed a blow on Kefla's stomach, making her spit a large amount of blood. And then Goku just pointed his hand with an open palm towards Kefla, and then she felt a huge shock wave coming and hitting her, throwing her on the planet of the God of Destruction with extreme violence, creating a huge crater on that spot. Then it was possible to see Goku using the power of Superior Instinct in front of the huge crater, and at the bottom it was no longer Kefla but Caulifla and Kale, because Goku, before attacking Kefla, and removed Kefla's Potara earrings, and that way he had it ended with the fusion of the two Saiyans, who were now passed out inside the crater. Goku said, "This battle already has a winner, and that winner is me," said the Saiyan with a small smile on his face as he deactivated the power of Superior Instinct and returned to his base form. We've reached the end of another video today, so for those of you who like the content of this channel already, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your comment, which is very important for the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.